Alright. Hopefully everything isn't breaking. Broken? Something was off with the OBS. Hopefully that's not a problem. Playing Rain World. Playing Slug King specifically. There's a little bit of lore here. This was one of the first mods that I played, and also one of the few like custom regions. But it's not like most. Oh, lap mod. Why do I have lap mod on? I should really turn that on. I want some mods on just in case, but you should go. I don't think I need you. And I'll just leave dev tools on just in case. So hold on, this will take a minute. Slug King is a like platforming based region. It's not really a region, but it's a platforming challenge. You try to get to the top, but it's pretty difficult, and if you fall down, you might lose a lot of progress. Inspired by Jump King, which that game was inspired by Getting Over It. So if you know that game, it's kind of like that. I played this a long while ago, and hopefully, I mean, it should be easier. This should be a lot easier than the first time I played it. But I was inspired to do this because of another speedrunner who has been playing this a bit recently. Maybe even trying to speedrun it, which is kind of a funny idea. So I don't know, maybe I'll do that. Also, I can do this. Hold on. There we go. That was a somewhat decent one. I can vault. Vaulting is not really considered in this map. You can use vault to skip a lot of the platforming. I don't know if I want to abuse those too much. Maybe I'll just do it the normal way. Like, I think I can do like this. But the way you're supposed to do it is like this. And like, I could jump across here, or that was a bad one. Come on. Yeah, there's a lot of situations where you can vault to skip sections. I think I'll just not use them too much for now. But this is a somewhat large map. Yep, just don't grab that pole. What is the plan here? Slug is also a verb. And since I'm vaulting, I'm not the person to ask. I still struggle with them a lot. Just like, just do that, I guess. That wasn't even a very good vault. See, there's like 2 paths you can take here. Basically like I'm playing Aether Ridge. Think about it. I guess there's just 2 options here, if you want some variety. Oh well. There's a lot of routes here. Also, part of this is that I kind of want to make a map like this myself. I recently figured out how to make levels like this. Yeah, I don't know what's up with that jump. So hello, welcome to the stream. There we go. In the previous Slug King stream. Oh, we're doing it again. Well, this kind of jump is unavoidable. I kind of like the idea of making some sort of like speedrun challenge where the movement is not quite as difficult, but it's more like more about trying to keep your momentum going instead of like very like stop and go kind of gameplay where you're like going at like each obstacle one at a time. It'd be more like one after the other, like constantly. I messed that up. Yeah, why would I go around that path? If I could just do this. I don't understand. Just play Karma 10 Saints. Yeah, I might speedrun this. I mean, I'll see how long this takes me, and if I beat it too quickly, I'll do it again. But that's a I can see a way to do this. That would be really funny. No, I don't think it. Well, I guess it could if I like. That's not even enough speed. All right then. Each side of chimney. Yeah, so if you are where I think you are, you go left, and then you find like the big tower that goes up, and there was a karma flower at the bottom that you may have seen or eaten already, or it might be already there. It might still be there. That's where you want to go up. I still don't quite understand this obstacle. Unless it's like, do it from here. Alright. That's funny. Here's a fun part of the map. You really can just vault up here if you want. I guess I'll go this way first. Please. We love slopes. Yep, and you need to get a good jump out of that tunnel. Oh, that wasn't the jump I wanted. Also, rivulet. I feel like rivulet is underrepresented in the movement space, which is like, I think it's strange because I really like rivulet movements. Maybe I'll make movement maps just for rivulet. Okay, they just managed to make like the most annoying geometry possible here. There we go. Ah, I wasn't in the pound state. Okay, well, I've done that section, so I'm just gonna skip it now. It's really easy to do that. It's not even like a proper vault. Oh, that also wasn't a jump. I forget how you're supposed to do this. Like, should I be like higher up on the platform? Yeah, that didn't really work, so I'm gonna assume no. I'll try to go as far forward as I can. That works. Being chased by an angry noodlefly. That's a interesting challenge. I don't think that sounds very fun. I see. Well, I'm just gonna go back up. You don't mind? There's not, when I think about like level editors in other games, there's usually a lot of tools to make levels interesting. Like, think about, I don't know, like Mario Maker or Celeste or Geometry Dash. Like, all of the like level obstacles that you can interact with in different ways, or like doors that you can open, or switches that you can hit. There's like not really any of that in Rain World. Like, let's say like a very simple situation in a level where there's two paths to take, but one path is blocked. So you need to take the second path to get a key to open up the first path, right? But like, you can't really do that because there's no keys, there's no doors. I guess maybe Watcher kind of adds a system with pipes that get opened up after you do something, but I kind of don't like how obtuse that is. Like, if you reach some invisible part of the level, then the pipe opens up. But I guess the other way to do it would be like, there's a spear that you can only get, or that there's no spears in the level except there's one that's placed on that second path that you use to pin into a wall to climb up the first path, I guess. But there's like a lot of other alternatives to movements that there's a lot of alternative options for movement. I guess there's probably a way that you can make it so that you require an item to progress, maybe even with a wall bounce. Like, what if you accidentally miss the spear throw and you just have to... retry? The whole... yeah, retry the whole thing, I guess. That'd be kind of annoying. Sure, I'll do this. Oh wait, this looks really annoying. Never mind. Well, I don't have a choice. I actually did make it up. You know, I think that'll be my first goal. I want to make a region like this, but designed with rivulets movement in mind. Oh yeah, I'm just gonna do the roll counts again. Which is basically like this map, but scaled up like 3 times larger. That'd be more fitting for rivulets. Oh, I hit the ceiling. Just do crawl, turn, flight all the way up to the top. Yeah, why did I think of that? Oh, that worked. But rivelet pick is like a lot more... there's a lot more options. Like you can wall pounce really easily. You can pull hop. A lot easier. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be doing that. The wall pounce clears. Oh, hold on. I know how to do this. Maybe I don't. I forget if I need to go like forward or backwards. Oh, I guess that kind of worked. Almost. Don't have task precision? Yeah, sorry. Oh, this song is louder than the other ones. There we go. I don't really know what I did, but it worked. Farm Rains Gaming. Oh, don't slip off. I forget what's over here. I think this is just like an impossible area. With a slug in a pot over there. I just don't think it's possible to make this jump. Maybe even with some variation of a charge pounce. Wait, hold on. Ah, that's pretty high up. I think that might be just barely the height of my highest wiggle. No, I've definitely done this kind of wiggle flight before. Hey, I mean, okay, you know, I don't think it's gonna happen. I haven't reached that point yet. What's up with all the like alternate routes in this map? Or is it like supposed to be like, oh, I can't reach this, even though I can? Fly for the blue fruit. No, we fly for the gooey duck, and then it'd be something else for like a blue fruit. It can't just be a blue fruit. I go up here? No. Oh, that was close. Jank movement. Oh my goodness. I think once I get through an obstacle once, I'm gonna allow myself to vault. Oh yeah, just double jump or wall jump here. Hello, welcome to the stream. Hold on, I didn't I'm not up to date with Parkour Civilization, as in I have not watched any of it. What is the deal with the jump for the... I forget what it is. You do a harder jump for something better, right? But it's like not even a hard jump. Or hold on, what if I did this? That kind of works. If I did like a... Or sometimes you can do, I should stop messing around. Hello? Is this just a charge bounce moments? I don't think so. Just need to roll for a little bit longer. There we go. How do I learn all that? I don't know, just play the game. I've been part of the Randall community for like over 2 years now, kind of absorbing movement tech. If I see someone do something, I'm like, hey, I don't wonder how to do that too. I mess around in arena. I try it out in the spot where it's applicable in the real game world. A lot of this is not actually that useful if you're doing speedruns. I mean, the kind of movement for like this map, for example. Oh, nice jump. Speedrunning is more about like slide pounces, E slides, yeah jumps, fast pole climbing. That's not really useful for this map. It's more about like, how do I navigate these poles or this particular jump right here. Like if I had an item, you just do an yeah jump here and it'd be really easy. Slide pounces, because they're pretty fast on flat ground. Oh, come on. The Scurry tournament. So for anyone who doesn't know, there's going to be another PvP tournament in like a week that I'm going to be part of. There might actually still be a chance to join. I don't know, there's a limited number of spots. It'd be cool if that worked. I have a feeling this tournament is going to be very different than the first one, because we have a handful of extra speedrunners joining this time. Oh, there we go. And also, a lot of players have been playing Arena pretty consistently since the last tournament. But I think that the skill level has increased a lot. I don't think the bracket is set in stone. Hold on, let me check it real quick. No, definitely not. So things are gonna get changed around. Because the seeding isn't accurate. The way the bracket is set right now, it's seeded by results from the previous tournaments. So I won the last tournament, so I'm top seed for this one. Polar Cat is not joining this tournament, but if they were joining, they would be second seed. But some people did not play in that first tournament, right? Yet are still really good players. And so once I think they should be seeded really highly, and after that happens, the bracket will change. At least that's what I assume is going to happen. It'd be a bit crazy to leave some of those players in as like pretty low seeds. Yeah, it's the best movement. There we go. That's how you do it. This is the parkour challenge. It's exactly what it looks like. Ah. I fell. I think it is a little bit strange that there's like just some extra random, like this platform over here is just here for no reason. I guess maybe if you fall, maybe that's why some of these platforms are here. I kind of don't know how to feel about it. I think pretty much anyone is able to join the tournaments. but people who are already in Scurry's Discord server would have the easiest time getting in. So they kind of get priority, but like, I guess you could like bring a friend in if you wanted to. I don't think there's anything stopping you. And a lot of speedrunners have joined this one compared to last time. I think Scurry probably would have said something about it, like only stream viewers are allowed to join or something like that, but I guess it's a little hard to check for that kind of thing. Oh, we're here. We're already at this section. That went by pretty quickly. So there's actually wind up here, I think. Which is funny because last time I played this, the wind didn't work for me and I couldn't get past this section, so I just cheated past it. So this is actually the first time that I'm playing this part of the map. We really are in Aether Ridge now. Can I climb up this pole? Thank you. So I think the game is a little bit loud. Oh. That backflip went so far. Can I make this? I'm sure I can make that. I wish there was like some sort of visual for the wind. That'd be nice. The craziest, coolest, most complex rainbow movement tech. I think turn storage is really fascinating. Because turn storage is not a single mechanic. Oh wow, if you jump, you get sent really far. Turn storage is not a single mechanic. It's how you do a backflip. So when you're walking and you turn around, that's turn storage. But it goes away really quickly because you've just used it up. And if you jump during this time, it's you backflip. But if you do something like crouch, then you save the backflip for later. Can you hear the music over the wind? Well, the song right now is really quiet. And there's just a lot of situations where you can get turn storage where you wouldn't expect it. And a lot of time you get it accidentally and it's actually kind of annoying. But once you learn how to use it, it's like actually like really interesting. It's especially interesting for rivulets because they have really crazy backflips. Yeah, wall pouncing too. I really like wall pouncing personally. But it's not really that complex. So I guess it really kind of like turn storage is a kind of a more hidden mechanic. That fits your question better, but there we go. Wall pouncing is some of my favorite movement in the game. Oh yeah, you can't just climb up here. I see what I'm supposed to do. Just kidding. Oh, that worked. Ah, I see the situation here. So Ice has some experience with PvP. Ice actually was really scary when he played Saint with Ascension, because Ice has done a lot of Saint speedruns, so he's pretty good at the movements, and he really took advantage of what Saint was able to do with Ascension, but we're actually playing with a different rule set, where Saints can't use their abilities, but they can throw spears. And I don't think Ice is going to be as good at using that. But still, like, he's going to be really hard to fight against just because of his mobility as Saint. That's what I think, but I'm not really sure. There we go. That's fun. There's no wind all of a sudden. I'm like expecting it. Oh, that was like a weird like fast fall. I got I hit the wall so hard I got stunned. I don't like that. That's a wall pounce. When you or a whiplash wall pounce, which we call a concussion climb, because you constantly hit your head against the wall. Whiplashes force you to move in a certain direction, so you can basically wall pounce continuously off at the same wall to get pushed back towards it. I don't think I can showcase it right now. Really, I just slipped off the pole. The big movement document that everyone likes to keep referring to, I think that's outdated. Whoops, I forgot that that's how that worked. I think that movement document is outdated, but the tech wiki is. Yeah, I think the tech wiki is good, but I just don't really like it personally, because it's hard to search for what you're looking for because everything is named in a really weird way. And not the same names that the community actually uses. That was just a little bit too high. Heck, Iceberg? I'm not familiar with that though. Please. Thank you. Yeah, some echoes you need to visit them multiple times and also be at a high enough karma. Oh, that was also too high. Okay. I stopped slipping off of that. Yep, just like Aether Bridge. My favorite region. Funny this little section right here without any wind at all. Ah, come on. I can actually vault up here. That's easier. Whoa. How do I do that? Does Matt have an idea? I'm just gonna do this vault. Remember this section is evil? Oh, this whole map is evil. Oh, I messed it up. Oh, the wind saved me. That's nice. Also, welcome to the stream. I can actually just do a vault right here. Unless the wind pushes me to the right. Okay, that worked. I just kind of spam the jump button. We're up here. So this is like a hard checkpoint because we can't fall down past this room. Oh, the stream is dying. I finally make it past and the stream dies at the same moment. That's wonderful. Hello. I think it's back. Hopefully it's fine. Yeah, I've made it to the next section. I don't know when the stream cut out, but I made it past this. Pipes suck, rooms suck. Well, there's a lot of them in this game. Should all be one giant room? That'd be kind of cool, but just not really feasible. Maybe we'll get that in Rain World too. I mean, is it really that different whether the rooms are separated or not? You'd still have some level of abstraction for creatures that are too far away. Maybe just be a little bit messier to like have assets and stuff loaded in as you traverse. Hello. Welcome to the stream. Have you transitioned from above the clouds to an underground temple? We're not underground, it's like a big tower. It's just the more enclosed part of the tower. I don't know, this place isn't really designed to make sense. I kind of like pipes and stuff. It gives the whole world a kind of unique feeling. That one of your main methods of traversal is going through these pipes. Like the visuals and the sound effects and stuff, I feel like they're very iconic for Rain World. Yeah. How does pipe juking work? We've all been wondering. I feel like this music is kind of fitting. And maybe not really. It's almost there. Surely I can't just do that. It looks kind of close, actually. I'm gonna assume no. I'm also sure I can't just jump up here directly. Oh, yeah, I can. You become atomized in the pipes. You get scanned, and your information is sent through the pipe, and we're reconstructed on the other side. Okay, that's actually difficult, Pounce. Oh, there's actually another path on the other side. I guess this room is symmetrical. You actually need to be facing into the pipe, or into the tunnel. This is not supposed to be the way you do this. Whoa. I don't think that one is either. Can I make a guide to speedrunning, please? I'm not very good at that kind of thing. And also, I think speedrunning Rain World is the kind of thing where you need to be personally motivated to do it. I guess maybe that's not entirely how it works, but I feel like it's kind of like, I don't want to make a guide that's like, hey, casual players, you should speedrun this game. Here's how to do it. I don't think that would work very well. Because speedrunning Rain World kind of sucks. It's really hard to get used to the process. And I don't actually really enjoy speedrunning that much. I really like playing this game. I like movements. I like being able to move around quickly. That is a part of the game that I really enjoy. But when it comes to actually doing speedruns, it's so much just repetitive. It's very repetitive. It's very demotivating to put in so much effort into something that is ultimately up to RNG, whether you succeed or not. And there's some speedruns that are like the very beginning of the run. It can be like really slow, a really slow start. Like Spearmaster starts kind of slow. Rivet's start is really slow. Some of them kind of start quicker, like Artificer, but Artificer has a really difficult like RNG start if you want to get a Vulture Mask. And if you don't get a Vulture Mask, then the entire run is much more difficult. So I think if you want to speedrun Rain World, you probably already play the game at a level where you know what you're doing. Nice one. And Shrub is gonna make a bunch of high level guides anyways, so I don't really need to do that. Oh, I guess maybe this is like more of a roll pounce kind of situation. Yeah, that works better. Which is kind of what I want to make a custom region that's just entirely movement focused, but also very momentum based, where kind of like the opposite of this region, where this is like very like slow paced, like you're very deliberate about your movements. I kind of like make something that's more like you gotta think fast, you gotta react to like the obstacles that are coming up because you're just moving so quickly through everything. Can I just do this? Yeah, that's easier. Rip streaming again? Can the stream work? Oh, thank you. It listened. It did drop a few frames. And by a few, I mean 246. What was that movement? Oh wait, it's like 8th rich. I'm streaming on YouTube and Twitch. And I have messages from both. And I try to read everything that I can. Actually, this doesn't seem that difficult either. Just go this way. Okay, never mind. I could use up the spear to wall pounce back up. I'm not gonna do that. Okay, this map also doesn't really utilize wall pounces at all, which kind of makes me sad. Or item movements, but it's understandable. It's just a little bit hard to make item movement work. Because what if like you just happen to like lose all your rocks if they fall like into the abyss? I guess you could be Spearmaster, but then you have to deal with putting spears in the walls. So I guess maybe you could just also require the use of the throw movement mod, which gives you an infinite supply of rocks to throw. Favorite non-watcher creature? I don't know. I made a tier list at some point. I totally forget who's at the top of the list. I really like creatures like egg bugs or squicadas that are kind of just chill. Actually, hold on. Let me actually go check that tier list. I put noodle flies at the top, which checks out with what I just said. The kind of creatures that are... Because I think noodle fly behavior is really interesting, the way that they're totally neutral to you until you either like mess with their eggs or the noodle fly babies, and then the mothers go chasing after you. You can sometimes find noodle fly mothers fighting each other, which is always fun to see. You might find them get angry at other creatures and try to attack them. But just a lot of fun interactions with noodle flies. That aren't just, it tries to kill you, you know, like so many other creatures in the game. Whatever. Let's just follow the way back down. Kind of the spirit of this map, after all. Whoops. Well, yeah, what I just said. Yeah, that's another approach. Just have each segment of the level be like a single screen. Yeah, it could be like that. Just every room is a single screen. just like full of rocks. So if you mess up your movement and you drop your rocks to the floor, it's not a big deal because you just go down and pick them up and try again. But if you're playing like Rivulet, for example, they move so quickly that you need more than just one screen to make meaningful movement for them. Because just like a few wall pounces clears like a whole screen pretty quickly. Well, like I probably can't vault this. Oh, just kidding. Oh, come on. I just slipped. Nope, that didn't work. I don't like camera scroll. I like the game work. I like the way that the game works as it is. In most cases, I don't usually use mods other than like dev tools or things that are like quality of life stuff for speedruns specifically. But I don't really like mods that change gameplay in a significant way at all times. So camera scroll is like, I don't know, just like the way that the screens are laid out is a very specific design decision that this camera scroll completely ignores. But if you really have complaints about the way that the camera works, like dying to creatures off screen, or like the abrupt transitions just happen to be moving around at the very edge of them, then I guess you can try it out. Hello. Welcome to the stream. Oh, come on. If I hold up for too long, I might slip. If I don't hold up long enough, I slip. I'm aware of some skips that I'm not using on purpose. All right, I'll go through the whole map again and take advantage of them. Oh, actually was about to climb up. I don't think yellow lizards are that stupid. They're not particularly good at hunting on their own. Just because they have really low stats. Can I stop messing this up? But they do work together. Well, actually, a fast roll might work better here. There we go. Ah, unfortunate. I'm not a fan of how yellow lizards are spammed everywhere for some of the later campaigns, like Rivulet and Sync. Because I like how unique they are and how they are kind of associated with like communication technology. And then that is just completely thrown out the window and they're just spammed all over the place. Like, why are there orange lizards in Shoreline? Like, what are they doing there? Why are there orange lizards in Coral Caves? Well, I actually know why, but it's just kind of unfortunate. Oops. Oh, there goes that spear. We're back down here. Yeah, Underhang, Sky Island. I think Sky Islands is the best place for yellow lizards. And maybe also the wall. Like that one, like, orb room. If you don't skip the whole thing with movement. Never seen the screen done the intentional way. You can just skip it so easily with a vault. Hold on, maybe I try this again. Well, that might have been good enough if I didn't mess it up. Wiggle fly? Alright. I can't do that again. I only get like one good wiggle flight a day. Actually, game audio is kind of low for me. I guess I did lower it to the wind. Maybe I'll increase it again. I don't use that many rolls anymore, so I'm not used to the timing of a max length roll. Does in general need a buff? Do they? They're plenty capable. They don't need to be perfect at what they do. What if I just like test like the max length roll? Oh, it kind of goes on for longer than I think. I was still rolling by the time I got to the edge of the platform. Okay. That's not even close at all still. Okay. I think I just skipped that. Oh, block of text just got posted in the chat. Okay, it doesn't mean anything. Yeah, I think fast roll works better there. Oh, just messed that up. Yeah, I don't know if I should be holding up for that. I feel like sometimes when I do hold up, I end up slipping off. Do we even need a vault for this? Probably. Or wait, can you just do this? Right. Why would you go over there? Is that just a bait? Like, oh, you should go and try to jump to those poles over there, even though it's impossible. Fast roll and roll pounces. I think fast rolls have a little bit less height, so you can't chain roll pounces or fast roll pounces together. But it's kind of weird. I think you might be able to just like switch to a normal roll halfway through. But yeah, fast rolls are faster. Oh. This went off screen, so I wasn't even ready for this. Yeah, this map is designed in a kind of interesting way where like some mechanics that we're all used to using aren't intended like to be used. Like you can't. It's not really expecting you to vault. It's not expecting you to fast roll. Or like wall pounce. So it's like all like the weird dank tech that you're left with. Oh, we're actually kind of close to the top. I think I want to try making my own version of a map like this. I have no idea how to turn it into like a region. It's like what I've done so far is make a map and then copy paste it into my arena folder. Might not be that hard to like make a mod out of just like a bunch of arena maps and like put that on the workshop, but like a region is better if you want like connectivity between the rooms. And I haven't really limit tested like how big you can make a single room before things start breaking. Or maybe they're just a cap that I have not reached. This is the part of the map where the scary music starts playing. But I have music turned off. So too bad. It's like, I think it plays here. Bouncing backflips and rolling, yeah. Like all the simple tech, but also like some really annoying like this jump up here. You have to jump like around a corner between poles. $208 screens big. That's probably bigger than like a few regions. So it probably wouldn't be a good idea to make a region that big and like, or to make a single room in a region that big full of creatures. But if it is just movement stuff, that's probably fine. I think I'll do something like that. How is she expected to do this jump? Oh, slippery. I feel like I'm not supposed to be here, actually. I love when the up input just doesn't do anything. Oh, 64-bit. Okay. Is this a roll pounce situation? That's funny. Not even that bad. Why do I feel like these are like what? I don't even know what this movement is called. Is this a hot vault? Maybe that's a hot vault. I feel like that's like a really intentional space jump. Yeah, I kind of gave up on that halfway through the jump. Oblivious. Yeah, isn't that great? I don't have to hear that for like several minutes straight. And instead I get to listen to Lack of Comfort. Wait, what are these platforms down here for? Just for fun? Yeah, I guess. So quiet to convert the game. I noticed actually, Shrub, when you were streaming this, that the ambient sounds here are so loud. But I turned up the volume so I could hear the sound of the roll better, so I could time a max length roll pounce. Everyone is making levels now. I guess it's mainly for arenas, right? Oh my goodness. I don't know if I want to make arenas. Whoops. Oh, oh, never mind. I grabbed this random pole. Alright, I'm gonna take advantage of my rule and just vault past everything now. Oh, hi YouTube chat. It was broken for a little bit, it wasn't updating. Oh, I've seen this game before. Looks intriguing, but I probably won't play it. Slug King Stream is the first one. Somehow, I guess there's a decent amount of people who found me from Slug King. That's kind of funny. Alright, time for this again. It's just like pure spaghetti that goes on. Can I? No, there's a slope at the bottom. I guess that's kind of meant to save you if you fall there. Terraria stream? Maybe. I could just play Terraria. I do that every once in a while. Get in my, like, bi-monthly Terraria playthrough. And maybe a little bit less frequently than that, but... Thanks for stopping by. I think I just want to focus on movement stuff. And not this kind of movement stuff. This is a good example of what not to do, I think. I was looking for an example of like a movement map. I found some like Advent of Movements video. And it was just like several minutes of like this person getting stuck at the first few jumps, and I'm like, this does not look that fun. So like, do you wall pants here? Oh yeah, that's nice. If you're facing the right direction, that is. Yep, I should have done that blind. Yep, this mod is pretty much just difficult platforming, and if you fall, or if you mess up, you might fall really far. What would be, okay, I don't know how many people have experience with this kind of thing. What would be the best obstacle that you have to avoid for movement stuff like this? Because every other platform game has their like spikes or saw blades or whatever they have to avoid, right? There's not really... That's not like common in Rain World. I guess slug zappers, but slug zappers are like, I don't like the noises. They're too loud. and intense. Flamethrowers. You could use flamethrowers, but I don't think their hitbox is consistent enough. You'd have to spam a whole lot of them to get it to work the way you want. Grab a super long vine and climb if they fall down. That sounds very fun. Surely no official DLC would ever do something like that. Make people go through a very long and annoying climbing section if they end up dying. There's that one section on the right side of heat ducts. I kind of like those. Whatever they're called. I guess they're just platforms that heat up, but they don't kill you instantly. They like stun you and then they kill you, and they also are on a cycle. I don't know if you can make those consistent. Rots. Aren't rot tentacle or proto DLL like random in some way? What is the spaghetti? Alright, oh! Alright then. And also there's a delay to how fast they kill you. Ideally it's like, if you touch it, you die and you restart instantly. Like, Celeste is like the gold standard for that kind of thing. Okay. Same thing happened. I guess I shouldn't do that, but I don't really want to do the jump the intended way. The first bounce works pretty well. Just kidding. I accidentally chained it. Okay, if that doesn't work. Or maybe I was really close to climbing up, but I was too slow. Can I just do this? Yeah, I think I prefer that. I know you could do something cool here. Yippee. Is this the... yeah. Last time I was here, nothing happened. I don't know if they changed it, or if it was just broken. 2 times as long and span multiple screens. Yeah, I've played Slug King before. That was like one of my earlier streams. Getting over it? Yeah, I guess so. Okay, I think this is what you're supposed to save your spear for, to throw boost here. What is this? Oh. You're big. Bottom text. No, I don't have the marker of communication. Wow, that was so worth it for this increasing karma level. There's some extra challenge room on the side. Is that what that room is? Because as far as I'm aware, it's not accessible. I guess you could bring the spear with you. Is that what this is supposed to be used for? I forget where it is. There we go. Actually, like on my first attempt, I like use wiggle flight to get like half the heights, like halfway up there from the bottom. This way. I guess yeah. If you pounce and then spear through here. Oh shoot, that might be too high. Yeah, there we go. Yo, they added desert bus? They mess up every single timing. As a reward for getting here, you get to experience peak rainbows gameplay of catching batflies. Desert bus stream when? Didn't I already do that? Alright, here we go. This is supposed to be more challenging than the other area. Yeah, I did stream a bit of Desert Bus. I've probably gone through the whole thing like 5 times by now. Maybe that's too many. Maybe 4. It's actually kind of enjoyable in a way. It's just like maybe I'd like it more if the rooms were randomized, but I don't think there's a way to do that. Because like the way that like random rooms are rendered in, you can't really do that on the fly. But if it was just like randomly arranged platforms and you just had to react and like do your movement correctly, that I feel like that'd be a really good movement exercise. Oh, I see what kind of movement we're doing here. Yeah, I think I'd rather just I think I'd rather just, you know. Any day now. Oh, come on. Am I too close? See, it's just that easy, you know? It only takes like 15 attempts. Maybe more than that, actually. I wasn't counting. I see what kind of movement we're doing here. I already said that, didn't I? You could also vault over this. Yeah, so you can hear the keyboard. How did I flip around this in the first time? Maybe something like that. This is like perfect for a hot vault. Is this the hot vault? I don't know the names for things. It's so janky. You can like clip into the block for half of that. And that pull up there is just like asking to be vaulted to, but so I won't do that. But I think these corner jumps, I don't know what to call these. I don't know. Is this a Slug King jump or is this a Slug King jump? Because I think of both of them. And someone says that. Can I just do this? Yeah. This like jumping around a corner thing isn't even that difficult because if you mess it up, you can just grab the pull again and try again, and just repeat over and over again. How am I supposed to do this? I mean, other than this, of course. Is this the set? Oh shoot! I didn't mean to fall down. Hold on. Is that the way you're supposed to do that? Because that looks so perfectly lined up. Roll pounds. Right. I forget this mechanic exists. Ha. All right. I'll go back down. They're both Slug King jumps? Well, yeah, they're both included in one tile. So this is a Slug King jump, but I think they both kind of count. This is fun. I've been thinking about ways to make text for certain movement types. And what I mean by that is like some sort of obstacle that you can only cross if you do certain kind of movements. Because like think about how many options you have. Like vaulting alone clears so many obstacles. How do you make an obstacle that a vault can't clear but something else can? Because if I want to make a map with interesting movements, I don't want you to just build a vault over everything or like do some sort of other trick to skip movement. So ideally, every single movement tech that I want to use has some sort of like check, like do this movement to cross this obstacle. You know, side more walls, I guess. Poles on the floor. All right, because then you can't do the up inputs. I guess so. Wiggle flights. I guess there's nothing you can really do about wiggle flights. Because it does kind of, if you're like task levels of perfect at wiggle flight, you can control your sideways speed too. Alright, next screen. I can't wait to fall down. Stand up, please. Stand up. I wish I had a mod that fixed slope movement. Wouldn't that be convenient? How does that mod work? So there's this mod that got released recently, or at least I think it got released recently, that changes flow physics. I don't know what the change is, but it lets you do things like turn around on a slope when you're crouched, which you can't do because you kind of get stuck on the floor. I can't think of a way to do this other than a hop vault. I think a charge pounce works. Oh boy, it's this jump. Yep. Sometimes you press up and it just doesn't do anything. This is the intended way you're supposed to do this. It feels pretty natural. Oh, I flipped. I mean, that's one way to say it. You can clear this without vaults. But another way to say that is that you can use vaults to skip a lot. Like, you could probably use a vault here and just jump up right here. Or a vault from here to grab this pole. Or some weird vault here that just like jumps up here and then you can just kind of keep vaulting up the stairs. Would that be an interesting map? Just like a really steep staircase, you have to use a vault to get up each step. No. Okay. No poles leg. Oh, is that like that? Sorry, I've not watched the no poles video. If that is included in that. Nice fastball. The pyramid iterator, but you have to vault every step. So the entire height of the leg plus the wall, but it's all vaults, just every little bit of height that you want to get, and like the transition between rooms, you have the vaults of everything. What if you could actually calculate the heights? I guess you just can't really count for the like, you know, distance between rooms. I was just enjoying the moment, I guess. There's probably some weird out of bounds tech that involves that kind of thing that I just did, and slopes too, probably. I guess sometimes I do this first try and sometimes this happens. Oh, that kind of looked like it might have worked. Just hanging out. There we go. 2 to 8 kilometers. And they said it's a challenge. I don't really know if this is a challenge, if it's more like... Well, yeah, I guess it is a challenge. Ah, kind of finicky. That was... Oh, I did that wrong. Unfortunate. Yeah, I guess the in-game map might have the real distances. This is really just the essence of Slug King, isn't it? Boiled down into like one screen. Just give myself motivation to make a map like this, but try to make it not annoying. If challenge is part of the appeal of a game, sometimes you wish you could just play a harder version of it after you've already gotten good at the base version. This is how I feel about 9 Souls. I wish that game had a hard mode. Or like a new game plus. Yeah, that'd be nice. Start the game with all of your abilities, but all the enemies have like behavior like the endgame enemies. Or I guess more difficult than that. Eggnog. Ah. That's what your cat does when you're not home. If you have a pet slug cat, please give them the appropriate obstacle course to keep themselves entertained. Yeah, I might just start vaulting over this. Somehow I've gotten to the point where a vault is easier than this. I guess I could do like a... That's pretty good. From wall climb, I'm aware. Is that a slope though? Maybe if you use the speed to jump up, I think that'd be kind of difficult. Yeah, I already did a concussion climb here too. Worked out. What was that fastball? Was that a fastball? I fell so quickly in a really weird way. Alright, we're back here again. Right, these jumps. That's where I fell. Grab them moving down. I don't like that though. I don't like whenever that happens. I'm just gonna hope that holding up is actually stable. Okay, I don't really like this either. Do I have to wall jump here? No! That was exactly what I was worried was gonna happen. Okay, we're down here though. Not that bad to climb back this. The like first half of the screen is not that bad. I'm careful. I just don't want to have to do this first screen again, really. Okay. Thank you, Paul. Go outside. Oh, maybe like hot vaults here. That could probably work. Or just vault. Normal crawl turn vaults. Crawl turn jump. I really should learn the names of this tech. Ah! Wow, actually. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. That's still working as intended, yeah. I guess so. I don't like when I get an eye pounce instead of an eye spin, I don't know what the timing that I'm getting wrong is. So I'm doing the jump inputs correctly. Oh, I messed it up. The easier part. Can you make, like, if you add wind to a level, or like I guess like a player pushback, can you change the force of it such that it kills you instantly? Yes. Cool. No? Wait, I think at this point, this is not any easier. Okay. I think I'll do that from now on. I guess I could also do it here. The dark side of movements. Oh, that surely works. A pearl. Just gotta do more of this. Oh shoot. course I messed that up. Ah! We're chill. We're chill. We're so chill. How many times have I just messed up a regular charge fence? Like 5 this stream? Like just do a normal jump there. Nothing fancy. Why is there a face in the middle? Just because. Hold on, could you do this? Absolutely. Oh, I don't like this. Hold on. I know the way it's... look at this. This is so obvious, the way that you're supposed to do this. I wonder... I guess you could just do another, another one of these. Maybe. Yeah. You really want to. That's cool. Okay, I'm gonna go back to the start. And basically just speedrun the main section. And I'll just use whatever skips I'm aware of, which is not all of them. But I mean, it's like, if I see a place where you can vault, I'll try it out. But I'm not very good at doing the max height vault, so that might not be... I might not be able to take all the skips. Also, I don't know why they changed this first area, this first room. Like, you have to go through a gate to get the outskirts. Because, like, in the wind, it won't be that bad. The wind area is probably the hardest place to cheese with the movement tech. I don't even know if you can do a vault while you're getting pushed around with the wind. Thank you. Or please. Wait, hold on. Okay. Not there. There's like 2 routes here. I don't know which route to take. This pole is a little bit lower. Oh, you could absolutely crawl from wall climb on the left. I might as well just test them all out. Alright, not there. This room is kind of unfortunate. Like, yeah, I just don't feel like doing any of that movement. I mean, I don't think I can do that easily. Oh, I'm sorry for the camera here. I don't know what's up those steps on the right side. Maybe you could climb those. The section isn't that bad though. I mean, you gotta try. Yeah, I don't know what the plan was there. Did not work. Because they're called uncrawl jumps. I really do wonder how far you can make it on that side. No! Oh shoot. First big fall. #1 fan of Scav Game in the chat here. If you don't know, you would probably assume that means like a mod for Rain World that lets you play as the scavenger. Or like an arena or something like that. Like, oh yeah, let's play Scav Game, aka arena mode, but you play as scavengers instead of slug cats. Maybe that'd be kind of funny, actually. Meta developers, get on it. Just mash together Meadow Arena and Safari mode. Doesn't seem that difficult. Same thing with what was it? Well, what idea was it in arena mode that I had? Someone else had the idea of meadow mode, except with PvP. But you can still play as other creatures, so it'd be like slug cats versus like the lizards and the vultures. Like it'd all be player controlled. Can I just vault up the right side? Yeah, Safari mode with Meadow. Just control your creature and just try to live. Oh, great. I think these are my least favorite jump in the whole map. And okay, I guess I'll explain it. Scav Prototype is a cool game. I appreciate that. I acknowledge the I don't know how to say this. It's a good game, basically. I don't want to play it though. I'd say the main reason is probably because there's a lot of, or from what I've gathered from some gameplay that I've watched, there are some cases of like very sudden loud noises, and I really hate that. more so than most people, I think. I think especially like some effects if you have like some sort of brain damage, I think. Oh yeah, just wall jump here. There's only one area. Yeah, that's more than 0. Not even like jump scare. Like I don't even mind jump scares that much. It's a different kind of problem. I don't know. But I saw it in the game and I'm like, I hate that. I don't want to deal with that. Okay. This looks culture and wall climbable. I haven't labbed out the ideal culture and wall climb spots yet. All right, climb up this side. Why should the game have to tell you to turn the volume down? Can't it just make the volume less extreme? Creative vision. Yeah, but isn't the creative vision that the environment that these characters are in is like really awful? Oh, the pole here actually gets countered. Get someone to do a blind playthrough of Rain World, but it's actually a modded Rain Meadow lobby where all the creatures are getting controlled. That's like a Lethal Company video. Controlling players in random lobbies by controlling the Bracken. Poor Lethal Company. Alright, wind section. You know, Lethal Company might be getting an update soon. I'm probably going to stream that. Whoa, don't ever move to the left in this room. Or I guess, don't move with the wind when you're not trying to. Oh, you can just jump up this? That's funny. Speedrun manhunt work at all? It's not with the current state of Meadow. No, I don't think so. And also, I think it'd just be hard to get it to work with Rainworld in general. PvP is too one-sided, it's too like instantaneous. Like, oh no, the hunters caught up to me and they speared me and I'm dead. You know, that's like it's not really that interesting unless the speedrunner is just like so fast that they can just escape the hunters the whole time. In that case, it's not that interesting. The only examples that I've seen of that kind of format is in Minecraft and in Hollow Knight. And Hollow Knight, which I prefer using as an example. Oh, the wind reaches down there. I prefer using Hollow Knight as an example. The combat is kind of jank because of like lag and stuff, but at least you could take multiple hits. And I think the way they balanced it is that the hunters have really low health, so it only takes a few hits from the speedrunner. But also, I don't know if I like doing this jump here. Kind of a bit too difficult. But like the speedrunner might be in a really bad situation where they're already at low health, in which case the hunter would have an easier time killing them. So you might want to wait until like the speedrunner is fighting a boss, and then you can, you know, try to kill them while they're distracted. And Minecraft, you know, that has like pretty big like PvP scenes, so like that kind of works pretty well automatically. People like the PvP in that game. So I think there have to be a lot of adjustments to like the rain meadow to get it to work. Like players can't be in different regions, so like just like naturally it wouldn't work because as you're going through a gate, you have to wait for like the hunters to catch up to you, so you can all go through the gate at the same time. So I guess maybe like if the speedrunner gets through 2 gates, then everyone just teleports there, and then once you go to the other side of the gates, you get like a 10-second head start, something like that. Maybe you'd have to find some way to give the speedrunner an advantage, such that they can survive multiple encounters with the hunters. And then give the hunters a lot of abilities that let them catch up with the speedrunner. Then it might be interesting. Make the speedrunner pearl cats. Yeah, just get a bunch of red pearls that are the red pearls the ones that shoot lasers? Just get the pearls that shoot lasers, and then they can't even get close to you. Although I don't think they target slug cats. But they're not compatible anyway, those mods. Oh yeah, great, keep falling down. People equals lives. That's actually kind of interesting. The speedrunner could spend more time getting food for security when in fights, but it would slow them down for the speedrun, of course, and maybe give the hunters more opportunities to catch up. So jungle leeches. Alright, well. Please. Can I do the vault quickly? Why did I just fall there? What did I just, like, stub my toe on? A particularly dense patch of air. That turns out it's not effective at all. No! Oh. I actually kind of like that idea, but that'd require like an entire mod to get that to work. And I just don't think there's the formats that can make the speedrunner versus hunter idea work. Just by like coming up with rules for like meta, you know. Someone would have to like put in the effort to make a mod just for that game mode. I like getting stunned. Maybe another 8 years. Yeah, every once in a while some mod comes out for Rain World that totally reinvigorates the community. If you consider the DLCs as mods, then pretty true. Actually, this is DLC. I think I'd be fine with a third DLC if it didn't include any modded content. Because I think Downpour was fine because the whole thing is already a mod, but it was a mod with like really high standards. Although that still leads to some problems that I have about the DLC. And then the Watcher had like a really big mix in quality for me. Like some sections were really like, some regions were ones that I really enjoyed and like maybe some of my favorite regions in the whole game. And then there's other sections where it's just really like the Watcher DLC has like my most and least favorite regions in the whole game. It's like not the kind of like you want more consistent quality than that for official DLC, you know? And you just don't get that feeling from playing some of the modded regions. They're like, oh, these really are just modded regions that were just copy-pasted into this DLC with completely different standards. You know, Aether Ridge was made like 5 years ago or something like that. And still, some parts of it are still like unchanged from then. Also considering the fact, I tried that already, it didn't work. Considering the fact that Aether Ridge was kind of designed as a region with like difficult movements. I mean, that's my assumption, but that's what it feels like. That the creator of the mod was like, let's integrate some like movement tech into this game because the official game doesn't really. Which I can understand the appeal of that. Have a game with such like in-depth movements, while the base game barely requires it at all, right? Like you don't need to learn any movement tech at all to play Rain World. Like you need to know how to like walk, jump, climb poles, and like do a charge pounce at most. I guess there's also like spear pins or squid caders, but even then I think you can skip most of those sections. Like Sky Islands maybe is like the only place that requires you use a squid cade, and you don't need to use that. You don't need to go to that region. I guess you should know how to pin spears into walls to get to memory crypts. So like I can see like, oh, some mod developer might see all the movement tech in the game and say we need to make a region that actually uses this movement. Except the movement tech that was known at the time was like kind of jank stuff that I don't find particularly fun. Yeah, the ceiling, like, I really like the ceiling slide. It's really funny. If I'm in Shoreline, I will do a ceiling slide when I see the slopes, because it's funny. But also, like, how many players know of that tech that aren't, like, movement players? Or, like, people who just, like, are really, like, if you read the movement document, you probably know about the ceiling slide. What if you're just a casual player who just plays Rain World whenever, like, DLC comes out? Just because you like the game, right? And you come across the section that requires the ceiling slide, and you're like, you just don't know what to do because it's just completely unfamiliar tech that is required to cross a handful of rooms in some Aether Ridge regions. I can think of one path in particular. If you're entering the surface from Desolate Tract, there's a path that I think requires either floating or a ceiling slide. And this is difficult. I think I don't mind the portals in the Watcher. I really don't. I understand that they needed to find some way to let you explore so many regions that were so different. I think that they wanted to integrate a bunch of mods together. So okay, you can't make an environment where it feels natural for Torrid Desert and the surface to be connected to each other, I guess. You need portals to connect these areas. But I think I really would like to see a full map that was connected with gates with entirely unique regions and just say let you explore was the same way Survivor was. And like part of my Watcher experience was just like that. I really was exploring some new regions and being like, wow, look at these new creatures and look at these new items. Maybe even like a completely new set of creatures, like get rid of the lizards, get rid of like vultures and scavengers. Like, it did feel kind of strange that despite traveling across the world with these portals, you still see scavengers everywhere you go. Like, are there scavengers in Signal Spires? Like, as far as we're aware, Signal Spires is really far away from. It's either like a different timeline, or it's really far away from Pebble's facility. Such that there's an entirely new design of iterators. And yep, you still see the same old lizards, the same old scavengers. Okay, fine, I guess I'll just do this the normal way. Which doesn't work. Can I vault here? No, the wind pushes you there. There's even scavengers in Outer Rim. Wow, I didn't get stunned and died. Fall damage, okay. And I fall off immediately afterwards. I don't know, maybe what I'm asking for is just a new game. Someone released a game where you play as a creature in a simulated ecosystem and you just try to survive. Because Because I think there's still so much room to expand upon the whole ecosystem idea. Because sometimes Rain World really pulls it off, and sometimes it feels like you're just trying to survive an onslaught of lizards. It's like, there's so many lizards here, what could they possibly be eating? Like, because there should be, like, significantly more... Or... significantly more predators than prey, right? I wasn't looking at the screen, I don't know what happened. And yeah, I think like the majority of the creatures in the game are lizards, right? I guess there's some areas like in Shaded where it's like a bunch of lantern mice. I like that. It just doesn't work. There we go. I finally did a vault correctly. And now I can't. Come on. Wow, alright, and then just do it again, I guess. Thank you. That area is so jank. Alright, time to like get through this whole section really quickly. Because it gets a lot easier after that. Wait, can I just do this? Okay, I don't know how to do this. There's a way to do a culture wall climb here. If you press up, then you grab the pole. I'm not sure what the timing is, or even what the inputs are. I don't know, that was a crazy coyote time wall jump. I don't know what that is, but it looks kind of close to a culture wall climb. Yeah, where can I watch scavengers hunt a reindeer for its skull and then set up a toll? I don't even know how to do this at all. I really want to do this crawl from wall climb because it saves so much time, but I don't know inputs. Yeah, Badlands and Shrouded Coast. Like, where are they getting the deer skills? We don't even see any deer. It's not that. Man, I don't know. I just fat fingered the throw button. Well, that actually makes it more difficult. That is another pull in the way. All right, I guess I'll just keep going normally. There's a lot of places where belts save a lot of time here. Oh, more of that. Yeah, okay. Going great. What a good speed run. Everything evolves in crabs. So true. Actually not true, but, you know, it's kind of funny to just go along with it. That's really close to max height vault, so I'm just gonna not do that. Oops. Please. Okay, just really don't want to fall off the right side there. I don't know if that's possible. Or that. Oh, that's a nice vault. Thank you. Ooh. Okay, sorry. At this point, I'm just committed to not playing the game. Level design is so good, is it? Is it good? Sometimes it's pretty good. And then you get here and it's like, oh, time for gameplay to stop. Yep. Mm-hmm. There we go. That kind of looked wrong. All right, we're chill. I think this is the music that's supposed to be playing in the depth section below this. Slug King jumps. Oh, that was first try. I wonder if you could do like an ice spin concussion climb there. You could probably vault up to that pole. Yeah, not me though. Oh wait, this is where that might have been enough heights. I'm not a consistent vaulter. I don't think I ever will be. Some people seem to figure it out pretty quickly, and I've been going at it for like quite a while now. Back when I tried to complete all the server challenges, that's when I started to try to actually learn vaulting, because of that one challenge that requires that you vault to grab the fruits in outskirts, or yeah, the very start of outskirts in the tutorial. No, I hate that. So for however long that was, that's how long I've been trying to vault and being unsuccessful at it. There we go. See if I can boost out of this. That's a lot better. And then this still takes forever to go all the way up. I guess the echo's gone because I already talked to them. Well, goodbye. Is there friction in 0G? Yeah, it slows me down. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Yeah. Anyways, the stream actually went on for longer than I expected. I guess that little challenge section was also, I wasn't expecting to do that. Should boost that shortcut and speed up time. Exactly what I just did. Also, Shrub, I tried to do the crawls from wall climb and I could not figure it out. Zero G, not zero. I'm a zero. Okay, I guess, but I slowed down a lot more than I was expecting to. Also, would that mean that you're able to swim? If you're in a zero G environment, but there's air, could you like swim in the air? I guess so, right? But just wouldn't be very effective. You'd go pretty slowly. Maybe if you had like fins or wings, I guess. But yeah, that's gonna be the end of the stream. Next week I'll do something. Thanks for watching. See ya.